The Daily Purge. How are you doing this Wednesday evening? My goodness, what do we have? We have the 17th of November. Wow, 17th of November. That is nuts. That is nuts. Looks like my internet's really bad. Hope it works. Sorry about that. So greetings today. I wanted to talk about something really, really cool, really strange, really different that I just came upon, and I'm studying it right now because in the situation I'm in, I really think it would help. And that's the five minds that we have. We have five minds, right? And when you think about it, you're like, what are we talking about? I only know about the subconscious and the conscious. So the conscious is who we are. It's our personality, right? And the subconscious is what sort of acts on. That's the thing that makes you do things you don't want to do. Like you act on urges, and right? You act on urges, and you have no personality. Your subconscious has no personality. And so it's funny to find out there's actually five um, minds that we have. And the question is, or the problem is that those five minds are leading us in every different direction, right? So when you think about it, if you're thinking about, okay, what do you mean, Stephen? Five minds? Hey, James Wood, love you, bro. Hey, Olga. Hey, Donnell. Yes, the year's almost gone, man. So check this out. So there's five minds. James, you're gonna love this, right? The five minds. The conscious mind, right? You already know that you have a conscious mind, and that conscious mind thinks in words, right? It can be super analytical, and it carries who you are. It's your personality, right? That's the conscious mind is what is in the conscious pursuit of happiness. So you are the conscious mind, right? So of all the minds, you are the only one who can make decisions. So all the other minds, they can't make decisions. They can only lead you to make decisions. Then you have the subconscious mind, which is, it speaks the emotional language of urges, needs, and longings, and has no personality, right? It specializes in making the world sort of, it's told to make. So it's programmed to make the world as it's told to make, right? So we're considering the subconscious mind as a place where all thought is implemented in the world. In this context, it's called the implementer of things, right? It can't make decisions. The subconscious mind does not make decisions, right? That's pretty crazy. Then you have the inner child, right? The inner child is yourself when you're 6 years old, about 6 years old. And it's your inner child never grows up, and your inner child reacts like a 6-year-old child wherever you go in any painful event, right? And the specialty of the inner child is fear. That's where your fear comes from, right? That's fear is the first reaction of your inner child, right? They don't think, they don't analyze, and they don't consider. It just gets scared, right? Then you have the parents. Oh my goodness, the parents. That's the mind for parents. So you were either like during your childhood, you were awake 16 hours a day for 10 years, a total of 53,000 hours. And during those 53,000 hours, your parents gave you thousands of messages, some of them painful, some of them good, some of them bad, right? And it was all put into your subconscious mind. And you react to real-time events in your life. And so your parents specialize in judgment. So your parent mind specializes in judgment. And then, of course, you have the ego, mind number 5. Self-centered, self-absorbed, nasty, rude, and can be downright evil, right? It's got an emotional range from suspicious to vicious. I mean, if we look at it and we sum this all up, we specialize in creating happiness. The inner child specializes in fear. The parents specialize in judgment, and the ego specializes in attack. Pretty crazy, huh? So you have the inner child going, I'm scared. Then you have the parents going, you shouldn't have done that. I told you weren't good enough. You can't do this and you can't do that, right? And then you have your ego going, screw everybody. Like, I don't care what they think. So there's all these different things being ripped up, right? Like trying to figure out where the heck you're going to go. But remember, you are the conscious mind. We are the conscious mind. And we are working towards pursuit of happiness. But even if, as we do, there's a whole group of minds behind us, all 4 of them, living in our subconscious and reacting to all the events of our lives by producing fear, judgment, and attack, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You probably never knew that this group of minds, right, brings nothing but trouble. So this is the deal. How do you become the leader of minds? of those minds in your group of minds in your head, right? Oh Lord, let me see. This year's almost kind of lost my inner child, growing a backbone. Olga reminds me of the quote: "I'm not who you think I am. I'm who I think you are." I think. Thank you. Good day, brother. Hello, Maz. What's up, Jose? Yeah, and so the question is this: if I know that I got my inner child mind, which is responsible for fear, and I got my parents' mind, which is responsible for judgment, right? And I have my ego mind, which is responsible for anything from mischievous to evil, and they can't make decisions. That's the key point. They can't make decisions. The subconscious can't make decisions, which is the second mind. And then the first mind is your conscious. So if you know that the conscious makes the decisions, what does that tell you? With all those other minds, with reactions and all those kind of emotions, what does that tell you? It means that if we really wanted to, we could what? We could control it, right? How do you do that? Well, the book I'm reading, it's not published yet, so I can't share it. But it's showing you that if you look at those minds described as I just described them and put them into a physical box in your mind or a psychological box in your mind, and you lead them. So you'll say, for instance, to your fear mind, hey, look, I got you. Nothing's fine. I promise you it's going to be safe. Then you go to your parents and say whatever you got to say about judgment. Then you go to your ego and you say, look, dude, chill out. I got you. You're always going to be the number one. Don't worry about it. So you calm yourself that way. It's a conscious thing. It's like Joe Dispenza's kind of stuff, if you know who he is, right? But I thought it was fascinating because it makes it so clear now where I am in my situation, right? In my, you get most of you either know or have an idea what's going on in my life, and I was mind effed, like mind, if you know what I mean, right? Effed, really bad. It's been 20 days, and it feels like 20 years. Hardest time of my life, and that's bar none. And I've been in prison, and I've been in Iraq, and I've been fighting on a battlefield. I've been bloody, and I've done all these things. And this was the hardest time of my life. And I went on a search, right? Like, how can I strengthen my mind to take the certainty that I have in business and life and get it into me for this relationship, right? Thank you, buddy. And this is what I'm finding. Like, first book I got from Rick, my buddy, Rick Tamburino, Wild at Heart, Men. If you want to read a book, Discovering the Secrets of a Man's Soul. This is an amazing book. Women, you want to understand men? Read this book. What an incredible book. It's faith-based as well, so that's great. I think that should be it for today. But I feel like it was a massive breakthrough, and I wanted to share it with you because if I have a breakthrough in this situation, imagine the breakthrough you can have if you think and put these in those boxes, right? This is dope info. Like, the brain itself has those personality colors, which your minds love. Yeah, brother, you think about it. It's freaking crazy. The conscious mind, the subconscious mind, the inner child, the parents, and the ego. So the conscious mind is the only thing that can make decisions, and that's who you are. Subconscious mind reacts to urges and needs and longings, but has no personality. The inner child only emits fear the whole time. The parents, judgment, right? And the ego, look, it's me, self-absorbed, nasty, and rude. Think about that, right? Think about that. What can that do for you if you know that those are the five minds? Yeah, James, exactly. One is always, Matthew, exactly. One is always screaming louder than the rest, always. And then when you can lead them, not tell them what to do, not like push them away or block them out. I'm not scared. No, deal with it. Look, buddy. Inside. Look, buddy. Old 6-year-old Stephen. Actually, I brought it with me. 6-year-old Stephen and my brother. Right? Look, 6-year-old Stephen. It's fine. I got you. We're safe. Done. We good? Follow me. Boom. Onward. You know what I'm saying? Like, James, treat it like the military, right? Put that order in place. Do it with compassion, and you're on the charts. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I got to tell you, because I'm sitting here 1 minute wanting to jump off a cliff, and the next minute I'm like, wait a second. I got this. Nothing on the outside can dictate my inside. Nothing. Of course it does. But if I have that ironclad mindset where I take the compassion that I have for the rest of the world and give it to myself, through leading my conscious mind, leading my four other minds, well, then I tell you what, that's pretty freaking amazing. And then you really are bulletproof. And you know that what we believe, that what we're certain of is the reality that we live. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. God dang it. What a day. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I do need to roll. You're a fantastic one. And remember, it's all about quality of life. See you later.